a country where people of all backgrounds, all nations of origin, all languages, all religions, all races can make a home. America was built by immigrants. And you know so well our economy depends on immigrants. Our future will be always written in part by immigrants. And every single one of us, no matter how long ago our ancestors arrived in this land, whether they came by foot or boat or plane across the Pacific or the Atlantic or the Rio Grande, we all owe a debt of gratitude to the millions of immigrants who have helped to make America the greatest country in the world. You see, I disagree with those who say, make America great. We are great, and we're going to stay great, and we're going to get greater. You know, I wish all this could go without saying, but look, now more than ever it needs to be said. We are hearing all kinds of anti-immigrant sentiment in the news right now. Candidates for president are calling immigrants drug runners and rapists. They promise, if elected, to round up and deport millions of people, build a mammoth wall, militarize the border, tear families apart. And after the terrorist shootings in San Bernardino, at a time when a lot of Americans are fearful about future attacks here at home, some candidates are even stoking those fears more and turning people against Muslim Americans, saying some really hateful, hurtful things. Meanwhile, our country's policies toward immigrants and also toward refugees and asylum seekers are being hotly debated. Now, this election, which was always going to have a big impact on our future, has now become even more consequential. So I'm here today to tell you where I stand, what I believe, and what I will fight for as president. And here's my starting point. Our immigration system is broken, and we need to keep families together. Millions of undocumented people are living and working and raising their families here. We could add hundreds of billions of dollars to our GDP by passing comprehensive immigration reform, which is why people across the political spectrum, from labor unions to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, supported the 2013 Senate bill. But ultimately, for me, this is far more than an economic issue. It's more than a political issue. At its heart, this is a family issue. If we say that we support families in this country, then that has to mean something. I want to put an end to families being torn apart or hard-working, law-abiding parents having to prepare their kids for the day that mom or dad might be taken away. That's why I still passionately support comprehensive immigration reform legislation with a path to full and equal citizenship. If you work hard, if you love this country, if you contribute to it and want nothing more than to build a good future for yourselves and your children, we should give you a way to come forward and become a citizen. And you know what? The majority of Americans agree. They know it's the right thing to do. But not a single Republican candidate, not one, clearly and consistently supports a real path to citizenship.
Well, of course, we take very seriously illegal loan sharks and indeed excessive interest charges on payday lending, which is why it was